Hello and welcome to Honor Seminar Contemporary Issues in Science. Before I really get deep into the details of the course, I want to talk philosophically for a minute about why I developed the course and why I think this is such an important course for today. Philosophically, over the past few years, I've noticed a trend, and that trend has become a little alarming to me. It feels as though perhaps there's been an attack on science. It also feels a bit like people and their scientific knowledge, their content, their skills has been decreasing over time. And so I have been faced with this challenge and I thought, well, perhaps people just don't have the skills, the content knowledge to really know what they're talking about and to make informed decisions. So I decided to create this series to educate, to inform, to enlighten people about some really tricky issues in science. Everything I will present in this series is based on fact, is based on evidence, is based on data. So I hope you enjoy the series. I hope you enjoy learning about this wonderful phenomenon we call science. All right, so let me talk a little bit in detail about the course. So what I'm going to do in this video is go over specifically how the course at my school that I'm teaching this online course will run. If you're just watching these videos on YouTube, the rest of this video might not be helpful for you. For those of you enrolled in my course at the school I teach, then you'll want to continue watching this video. Okay, so what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to go through three main things. First, I want to draw your attention to our Schoology page and all the resources. Next, we'll look at the syllabus and the expectations of the course. And then finally, we'll look at the calendar and the schedule for the rest of the course. So let's get started right off with the Schoology page. All right, so here's our Schoology page. When I log on, I see lots of my courses. These are the courses I teach, but you're going to go right to Honor Seminar Contemporary Issues in Science. Once you get there, you'll see our banner at the top. This is just a quick reference. You'll notice a few things. You can link right here to our calendar. You can link right here to our YouTube page. This is my YouTube page. And you'll notice here at the top, all of our Contemporary Issues in Science videos are here. My AP Biology videos and some others are there as well. I've also listed a Zoom link in case we ever want to do a live chat. My planning periods are here, and then here, of course, you can contact me via email there. Down here as we scroll, I've grouped topics in each folder. So for topic 1, we're introducing the course here. If you click here, you'll notice the welcome page, the video that you're watching now, as well as the syllabus, which I'm going to talk about in a moment, the first quiz you'll take after watching this video, and the first discussion post. Okay? So I'm going to go over these in a little bit more detail. For example, after you've watched this video, gone through the syllabus, you're going to take quiz 1. You'll click on this quiz, you'll answer some questions, you'll submit it, that will be your quiz grade. That's pretty easy. That's pretty self-explanatory. You may use notes that you take while watching the video. So I encourage you to take notes while you're watching my video. You may not use any other resources or help while you are taking this quiz. So you may not get help from a friend. You may only use your notes. Then when you're done with the quiz, you're going to do a discussion post. So let's click on the first discussion post. So for this first one, what I'm asking you to do is step 1 to get all the points for this discussion post. I want you to have a current school-appropriate face picture of yourself set up on your Schoology account. Now, this may seem silly, but remember, we don't see each other in real time ever. We don't meet as a class. We only meet virtually. So when we're communicating, it's important that we can actually see your face so we know who we're talking to in our discussions. So to do that, what you'll do is you'll go up and click on your name. I'm going to click my name here and go to Profile. Once you click on Profile, if you come over to your picture, you'll just see a little blank screen, and click on Edit Picture, then you can go and actually change and put your picture. Please make sure it's of your face so we know who we're talking to. Then I ask you to make a new post introducing yourself to me and your classmates. Tell us your name, grade, some of your hobbies, and then respond to this question. What topic from the syllabus are you most excited to learn and why? You'll see the topics in a moment. Then I want you to reply to someone else's post and tell them why you liked what they had to say. So I've given you an example, right? I'm Mr. Herder. I'm in grade 432. I like to travel to exotic locations like Bora Bora and then up to Salisbury. Not really. I don't like, well, Salisbury's fine. What do I want to learn? I like to learn about consciousness. One, because I'm a nerd. That's my area of expertise, neurobiology. And I'm just, a nerd. So if you will do some response like this, right? And then you can reply to someone. You don't have to reply to me. You can reply to anyone in the class you want. You just click reply to them and tell them, why you liked what they had to say, or if you're similar or not similar, whatever you want to say. Okay? So that's how we're going to keep communication in the class. Because we never meet, I still want us to have some way of communicating with each other in the class. Okay, so that's how we do it. Notice, if you will, if you go back to materials, I have all the materials for all the topics in the class, right? So if you're interested in mental health and neurotransmitters, right? I've got the video right there, mental health and neurotransmitters. Now I'm going to ask you not to get really far ahead in our course. I want you to keep up with us because it's important that we're in our discussion posts together, we're taking the quizzes together so that we are communicating at the same time. So it's as much like a classroom environment as we can possibly achieve in the asynchronous environment. Okay, so there is all the resources you need. Now, if you don't like this format, right, in the folders, the place for you to go is to our calendar, okay? I'm going to get to the calendar in a minute. Before we do that, though, I want to show you the syllabus and my expectations for the course, okay? So here's the syllabus. I'm going to pop this out so it's a little bigger. That's a little too big for us. So let's just zoom in here. Now, so here is the syllabus. I tell you a little bit about what the course is. It's really about making you a scientifically literate adult in our modern world. I want you, when you have finished this course, to be a scientifically literate adult. So, what are we going to learn about? Lots of important things. I'm going to go over those in a moment. I'm available, by the way, via email, and my appointment if you want extra help during CE and F time periods. Something important about attendance. Because we don't actually ever meet in person, it's really easy for you to fall behind in an online course. Therefore, my advice is for you just to treat this like a regular class. So if you have this class B block, right? Some of you may have it B, some of you may have it F. When you have our class scheduled in your schedule, just go to the library, find a study carrel, go to some place in the hall, pretend you're actually going to class, but you're not, work through our material. Now, if you finish it early in the week, then you have the rest of the week to work on something else, right? So, interact with our discussion board. Watch my video. Do our discussions. Take the quiz. Keep up every week with what you're supposed to be doing in our class. Don't get behind, because it's real easy to do that without Herder, me, standing over you saying, you need to turn this thing in. All right. What are we going to learn this year? I'm really excited to go over lots of really interesting things. So I'm going to go through these really quickly. So the beginning of the course is just a reminder about the scientific methods. We quickly move into climate change, GMOs, vaccine, global health. We go into then some other health issues like mental health, neuroscience, and consciousness. Then we'll do a trimester project. I'll go over those in a moment. wraps up trimester 1. Then we move to trimester 2. AI, artificial intelligence, right? Chat GPT all over the place. Cancer, CRISPR-Cas9 and designing our own babies in the future. Cloning. Then really interesting things being done in biology of sex, gender, and attraction. Metaphysics. Are we living in a simulation, right? Elon Musk thinks so. Then we'll do our trimester 2 project. Trimester 3 is, I would say, more into the sort of physics. So we'll talk about solar energy, green energy, nuclear energy. We'll move to quantum computing, the idea of the multiverse, black holes, wormholes. We'll talk about some space exploration, and then end with relativity and string theory. Then we'll do a final trimester project and a final project. So these are some of the topics we're going to cover in the course. Last year's class found these very interesting. I hope you do too. So how will you be graded? Basically, the big grades for the course are the trimester projects that you will complete at the end of every trimester. And how I've designed these is that you will choose from a menu what you want to do. As the trimester projects get closer, I will make a video and you will be able to see exactly what you will be doing in those trimester projects. So don't worry too much about them now. Your other grade in the course will come from the podcast quizzes that you will take after watching each of my videos, and then your participation in the online discussion boards. Okay, what are my expectations? 1, that you're viewing the podcast either at home or at school during our class time that you would normally be in class. You're going to take notes. You can use the notes to take the quiz. Then you will participate in our online discussion board. We will occasionally have a virtual lab or virtual field trip for you to do. And then the trimester projects, you will do some research and reflection. Okay? Here are our helpful resources, Schoology You Know, and then there is my YouTube page. So, last year, what did I find that successful students in this course did? These are the students that got A's. Here's what they did. They watched each video, each podcast in its entirety. They took notes while they were watching. They fully utilized our discussion board. Then, during the trimester projects, they chose topics that interested them. They always stayed up to date every week with our videos and assignments. And they treated the course as an actual in-person course and worked on the assignments every week during the class time they were supposed to. Okay? Now, if you need extra help, please make an appointment. I'm generally available during my planning periods of CE and F. Otherwise, make an appointment with me. Okay, so that's the syllabus. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to email me or stop by my room 632. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the calendar now. So I'm going to go back over to our materials page, and you can access the calendar here, or you can access the calendar here. I'm just going to click on here. And what you'll notice is that we're grouped by week. All right, I'm going to zoom in a bit. So color is your friend here. So notice that I've grouped this first sort of week, which is these 2 days here and this week here, as an intro to the course. So you're watching the video now, and this is hyperlinked, right? All these are hyperlinked. And by the end of this week here, you will need to have taken quiz 1 and completed discussion post 1. I ask by Friday at 3 p.m. and all posts to be done by Friday at 3 p.m. Okay? Here's any reading material I expect you to have done by this time. Available. All of this is hyperlinked. All right. So for this week here, notice we're moving to a different color. Topic 2. What are you going to do? You're going to watch my video here. Click on it. Notice it takes you to YouTube. You're going to watch this video here. Oh, looks like there's some sort of ad. Okay, just skip the ad. What are you going to read? You're going to read this video. You're going to read this website. This happens to be a link. Sometimes they're PDFs to download. Then you're going to take the quiz, do the discussion post. Now, If you scroll through, notice that it's every week. Sometimes if there's like 2 days in a week, I'll link them together. So notice that here, this week, topic 3 on climate change, is not due until the next, says Tuesday here. So it won't be due until this next time here. So you'll just need to pay attention and follow along when these things are due. Topic 4, notice due here by Friday. Again, color is your friend. I have all the videos done and linked, but notice I don't have all the quizzes and discussion posts linked. That's because I don't want you to get super far ahead. Some of you would want maybe just do all of this in, a week. No, that's not the goal. The goal is for us to be able to participate together in a class, okay? This calendar is your friend. Stick with it. It will help you keep on top of things, okay? I really hope you enjoy this course. My recommendation is that you treat the course as any other class at the school. When it's time for the class to meet, when it's in your schedule, if it's A block or B block, go to the library, find a place in the school to sit down, do the work. When you're done, do something else, okay? I hope you enjoy the course. If you need me, I'm here. Stop by, say hello, introduce yourself. I'm excited that you're taking this journey with me this year. I hope you get something out of the class. I hope you grow in your knowledge of science, and I hope you become a scientifically literate adult as a result of this class. Have fun.